Have you ever heard the phrase that someone's too much in their head? Or have you ever heard that, hey, you got to back off a little bit, don't miss the forest for the trees? So there's this book, Unbeatable Mind, by former Navy SEAL Mark Divine. And in the book, Unbeatable Mind, Mark talks about 5 pillars that we all live with, that we all encounter. And of course, some of those pillars are, body, mind, soul, relationships, things like that, financial health, physical health. Those are the 5 pillars that he discusses. There's another thing he hits on too. So follow me for a minute. Mark talks about the witness. And he talks about how each one of us, inside of us, we have a witness. We witness our own actions. We witness how we present to the world. We witness the decisions that we make. We witness the outcomes that we experience. We witness those things. And for a minute, I want you to just think about the world around you. I almost want to invite you to an out-of-body experience. And here's what I mean. I want to invite you to witness your own actions. I want to invite you to witness who you are as a person. If you were giving yourself counsel on a decision that you're making, what would you tell yourself? How would you see yourself respond? How would you see yourself show up in the world? What do you want to see of yourself? Right? And there's this saying that you should live in such a way. So I'm well past 18 years old now. But the saying goes, you should live in such a way that your 18-year-old self, the 18-year-old version of you, would be proud of you. If you're 18, if you're 28, if you're 58, what version of you can you project? Can you see in yourself? Can you see of yourself that you're proud of? How do you witness yourself? Can you separate your emotionalism for a few minutes? Can you separate from fear? What are some big moves that you need to make? What are some things that you really need to do, man, to get yourself out of the normal funk, the normal rhythm that you've already created for yourself? Step outside of you for a minute and witness what you see from you. Try it when you're afraid. Try it when there's a decision in front of you that you want to lean into. And then just for a minute, step outside of you and just gauge, okay, what is it of me right now? So here's John. I'm going to step outside of John and say, okay, what do I see that John needs to do in this moment? Now, there's safety in the counsel of multitude of friends, right? There's safety in the multitude of counselors, right? It's good to ask for the opinions, wisdom, and insights of others when you're facing something. But there's also something to be said. What is it that I see that I need to do in this moment, today, whatever it is that you're facing? If you're facing, you find within yourself, you've got a lot of pent-up anger, you're not sure what to do with the anger, or if you find that you're constantly frustrated and you don't know what to do with the frustration, or if you find that you're consistently living in fear, right? And you're like, why do I have all this fear? What am I afraid of? Step outside of you and then encourage yourself and say to self, if I would have me win in this moment, if I can produce a version of me that I'm proud of, what would that version of me look like? So I know it's a little bit of a tricky concept, right? The witness, inviting you to an out-of-body experience, that sounds weird just saying it. But I think there's some truth in it. And I think if we can witness our own lives, if we can, in business, there's this concept of working on the business and not in the business. With your body, there's this idea, like in your physical state, that you can work on your physical state and not just have to struggle within your physical state. So what is that plan that you can set for yourself? What is that action that you can see yourself moving into that gets you to a healthy state? What demands can you make of you to move you where you know you can be if you just had the guts together? So I want to invite you to try it out. So the next time you get into a really messed up headspace, the next time you just feel yourself afraid, you feel yourself succumb to fear or frustration or angst or whatever it is for you, in that moment, I want to invite you to step outside of you and assess you, and then say, okay, what is the best path for me out of this moment? And then move yourself courageously into that path. Try it out and let me know how it works for you.